Cost. It is a sacrifice made by a person or entity. It is expressed in a monetary terms. It should be incurred for the purpose of running business or profession. Costing. It is a process of assessment of a cost of product or service. Classification of cost. It is classified into three types. First one is stock valuation and profit computation. It is further classified as expired and unexpired cost, product cost and period cost, manufacturing cost, administrative cost, selling and distributive cost, unit cost and job cost. And second classification is decision making. It is classified as a fixed cost, variable cost and semi variable cost, opportunity cost and job cost, and that sunk cost. It is further classified as control, and it is further classified as controllable cost and uncontrollable cost.
Good voice.
Cost. It is sacrifice made by a person or entity and it is expressed in the terms of monetary and it should be used in the purpose of running business or profession. The process of ascertainment of cost is known as costing, and if you apply accounting principles for this, it is known as cost accounting. And cost is further classified into three types: stock valuation, computation of profit. It is further classified into expired cost, unexpired cost, period cost, product cost, job cost, unit cost, administration, selling and distribution cost. Next, the second thing is decision making: fixed cost, variable cost, semi variable, opportunity and sunk cost. Control. It is further classified into two types: controllable and uncontrollable cost.
Good one.
It is a sacrifice for the purpose of. It is a sacrifice by a person or a entity. It should be expressed in the monetary terms. Incurred for the purpose of running the business or the profession. Classification of cost, cost evaluation and the profit computation. Expired cost and expired cost, manufacturing and selling and distribution costs, product cost, period cost, unit cost and job cost, decision making, variable cost, fixed cost and semi variable cost, opportunity cost and sunk cost, controllable cost and uncontrollable cost.
Cost. It incurred by the personal or business entity and it's measured in the monetary value and it's incurred for the purpose of the business. Cost. It is ascertaining of the price and adding the principles to the cost is principles cost accounting, and is divided into three types. First one, profit cost and profit computation and stock valuation, and in that subtopics is product cost, periodic cost, manufacturing cost, administrative cost, selling and distribution cost, job cost, unit cost, and is expired cost, decision making, variable cost, fixed cost, sunk cost, opportunity cost, semi variable cost, controlling, uncontrollable cost, control cost.
Nice try. Now the next student.
Cost. It is the sacrifice made by a person for the entity, and it should be expressed in monetary terms. It should be incurred for the purpose of running the business or entity, and cost is further classified into three categories. The first category is stock values, profit valuation and stock valuation, and it has expired cost, unexpired cost, product cost, period cost, manufacturing cost, administration cost, selling and distribution cost, unit cost and job cost. The second classification is decision making. For it we have fixed cost, variable cost, semi-variable cost, opportunity cost and sunk cost, and the third and last classification is control. For this we have controllable cost and uncontrollable cost. Thank you.
Good performance.
Cost. It is sacrificed by a person or entity. it should be expressed in a monetary value. It should be incurred for the purpose of running business or profession. Costing, the process of assessment of cost. Classification of costing. Stock valuation, profit computation. Expired cost and unexpired cost. Period cost and product cost. Administration, manufacturing cost, selling and distribution expenses. Job cost and unit cost. Second one, decision making. Variable cost, fixed cost, semi-variable cost, sunk cost, opportunity cost. Control, controllable cost and uncontrollable costs.
Cost, it is a sacrifice made by a person or entity. It is a sacrifice made by a person or entity. It should be expressed in monetary value, monetary terms. It should be incurred for the purpose of running business or profession. Cost is classified into three types. Valuation of stock valuation, profit computation. First one is stock valuation and profit computation. In that there are three classifications. First one is expired cost and unexpired cost. Product cost and period cost. Manufacturing cost and selling and distribution expenses. Administration cost, job cost and unit cost. Second classification is decision making. Variable cost, fixed cost and semi-variable cost. Opportunity cost and sunk cost. Third one is controllable cost and uncontrollable cost.
Cost. It is a sacrifice made by a person or an entity. It should be expressed in monetary terms. It should be incurred for the purpose of running business or profession. Costing, the process of assessment of cost of a product or service. Cost classified into three types. The first one is stock valuation and profit computation. Expired cost and unexpired cost. Product and period cost. Manufacturing, administration, selling and distribution cost, job cost and unit cost. And the second classification is decision making, variable cost, fixed cost and semi-variable cost, and opportunity cost and sunk cost. And the third one is controllable cost. And
Cost, it is sacrificed by a person or entity. It must be expressed in the monetary terms. It should be incurred for the purpose of running business or profession. Costing is the process of ascertaining cost of a product or service. It is classified into three types. Profit computation and stock valuation. It is further divided into expired cost and unexpired cost, product cost and period cost. manufacturing cost, advertisement cost, selling and distribution costs, unit cost and job cost. And it is decision making, fixed cost, variable cost, semi-variable cost, opportunity cost, sunk costs, controllable cost, controllable cost and uncontrollable.
Done.
Good morning. Cost means it is incurred by it is sacrificed by a person, and it is incurred for the purpose of business or profession, and it should be expressed in monetary terms. And costing, ascertainment of cost, and cost. We need to classify the cost into three for the purpose of three. First one is profit valuation, stock valuation, expired, unexpired cost, and unit cost, job cost, selling and distribution cost, administration cost, manufacturing cost, expired, unexpired cost, product cost and period cost. For the second purpose is decision making, variable cost, semi-variable cost, fixed cost, and opportunity cost and sunk cost. Third purpose is control cost and uncontrolled.
Cost, it is a sacrifice made by a person or entity. It should be incurred in terms of monetary value for the purpose of running business. Costing, process of ascertainment of cost for a product or service, classification of cost, stock valuation and profit computation, unexpired cost, expired cost, product cost and period cost, manufacturing cost, administration and selling, distribution, job cost and unit cost, decision making, fixed cost and variable cost, semi-variable cost, opportunity cost and sunk cost, control cost and uncontrollable cost.
Good.